Hi, Caleb Burley here. Do you enjoy laughter? Do you enjoy the love of a child that you've never felt before in your life? Do you enjoy hearing three people have conversations about such random bullshit that you never are going to be able to predict what they talk about the next week? Do you enjoy gladiator fights? Do you enjoy Turkish prisons? I don't, but some of our customers really do. Let's kick it over to review for the wonderful product we have here called Junk House.
It's a great podcast. It fixed my two left feet.
And just to be fair and completely honest with you, because sometimes it's utter bullshit and horrible, here's another review.
1-star review. Worst blowjob I ever received.
That's right, if you want bad blowjobs and bad discussions, then welcome to Junk House.
It's a psychobilly freakout!
Oh, I'm bleeding.
You're
got me
bleeding?
good.
Oh.
Yeah, because salt got a little too hyper and was not gentle. It's okay. It'll clot. That's what blood do.
Blood be clotting.
Blood bleed blotting.
Can I tell you guys a weird story that happened yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday I was meeting with a potential financial advisor to, talk about retirement and stuff like that and how much I should be putting aside. And I did it on my computer, which I use, and he saw the microphone set up and said, a microphone. Do you have a podcast? And this is like a dude in his 50s that just spent 15 minutes talking about how he did missions work in Portugal. So I was like, I can't say that I talk about bad blowjobs and goofish shit to this man. I
You talk about D&D though.
That's why I said.
Yeah,
I said, I have a hobby podcast, and he said, oh, what hobby? And I said, Dungeons and Dragons.
And he said, that's from the devil.
And killed you on the spot somehow.
Yeah.
He wasn't even.
Are you dead?
I am dead.
Okay.
That is true.
Are you the ghost that we give out with every email?
For now, I'm not. But listeners, if you write it in an email, there's now a 1% chance that you just get me.
That's great, though. That's I mean, for them, that would be sad for us.
Yeah, I'd still do the show. I've just live with
move.
Fielding. Yeah. It'd be bad for Olivia and my dog.
I will say, I think we have unintentionally created a fantastic creepypasta in this concept of an email chain, like a chain email that it gets sent to you from some random email, and it has an attachment. And if you open the attachment,
you get haunted.
You get haunted. And it's not even ooh, ghost out of your screen. We're talking oh man, you'll just see a person standing in the corner of your room in the middle of the night sometimes. And it just a progressive haunting like The Ring or something. I think we've invented a cool creepypasta here.
I think if creepypasta, but it doesn't turn into horror? It just turns into a ghost is living with you, but he's just a shitty roommate.
That's a fanfic or an anime.
Find your food missing. There's dishes in the sink that you didn't clean or do or use.
The sour cream was left open in the refrigerator.
Every door is left open always.
There's a pan. Don't ask.
They don't wear pants.
No pants.
There's Chinese takeout in the fridge, and it is marked in a name that is not yours.
They're naked.
They kickflip all over the kitchen floor.
They don't declog the drain.
Of their ectoplasm, yeah. Were you
Yeah,
gonna
the
say
goo.
something, Caleb?
Is ectoplasm just cum? I've been worried about this because if we're offering ghosts to people, then I'm worried about what exactly ectoplasm is. Have we really discovered this as a scientific community?
I feel like it's more like residue, like a slug, you know?
Like tree sap.
Like tree sap. I don't think it's cum.
So is it
per se.
sticky?
So, interestingly enough, ectoplasm
Depends.
as a concept, like this is a real answer.
Okay,
Ectoplasm as a concept emerged in the spiritualism movement whenever they were like, oh, seances and all this stuff. And it was kind of one of the tangible proofs that they were actually contacting the other side. And sometimes it would just be a cloth of fabric. Like it would just be like, because they were faking it, you know? So they would just like have this like bundle of like white that has suddenly appeared, and oh no, it's ectoplasm. It's from a ghost. And I think pop culture ran with it beyond that and turned it into like Slimer goo that you get whenever a ghost is made physical. But like originally, I'm pretty sure it was just like, oh, hey, that spirit made a physical thing to show that it was real, and we're not cheating you out of your money.
So it's not cum.
It could be. They could come into
It could
it.
be cum.
Oh, okay.
They
There
come
is a
into the rag. It could be
there is a
cum rag.
non-zero chance that it is cum.
There is a non-zero chance that anything is cum.
That's kind of like
Me?
scientifically speaking. That's kind of like how scientifically
We're all
speaking,
cum.
there is a non-zero chance for spontaneous human combustion.
Combustion?
Yeah.
That's good. You just fire cum out of
That's
nowhere.
like that's like the thing that kind of fucks with my head, not all the time, but probably like every few months or so. I just kind of get in my head and I'm like, there's a non-zero chance that I will just touch this wall and my hand will go right through it.
Yeah.
Like that the wall is a ghost?
No. Just that, like,
My
somehow
entire house is a ghost. Oh my god.
Ghost
like-
house.
It really sucks
Ghost-
when it rains.
Oh yeah.
But like, no, there's just like a non-zero chance that because like atoms can pass by each other and everything is atoms. So there's just like a non-zero chance. Like it's very, very, very small and will most likely never happen. But there's a non-zero chance that I just go to lean on this wall and my hand just kind of goes into it a little bit.
But you're saying there's a chance. Yeah.
I'm going to touch every wall until it happens.
Ever.
You know what trips me up about physics?
What?
That like there's space between every molecule and atom and everything. So in fact, no part of you is actually touching you. Every piece of you is not touching the other pieces of you. And every time you touch a thing, you're not actually touching anything. You're probably just feeling the air between the thing and you. And it freaks me out, man.
Welcome to what I like to think of as the thinking about what is self. Because this is also part of it. This is more in the psychology part of the fact that is the physical self the self, or is the mental self the self? What parts of you are actually you?
Yeah, all of it. That's just me.
Well,
I answered it.
I
Good
think
job.
this is me right here.
That little
my
tooth.
right, left, my right, left, my right,
My right
tooth.
left tooth.
my right front,
My
tooth.
right left tooth.
That's the
Nah,
only part
but
of me
like-
that's me.
Just like the idea of like, if you die, is that body still you? And if it is not, then was that body ever you?
I don't know. I think it's weird because, like, you know, like my body is my corporeal form,
Mhm.
but I would say you are more the sum of like your parts, like kind of a Gestalt approach. Like,
So
'cause
then,
But because if we're speaking purely physically, if we assume there's no such thing as a soul of any kind, then the you that we discuss most often is a series of electrical impulses within your brain. So it is the structure of a brain and the impulses that flow and the chemicals that create you as a whole. But you are not like any of those specific chemical reactions or electrical impulses. You are something greater that is formed. So I guess when you die, it's not you anymore, but it was you.
So then I want to go back to the idea of you are the sum of the parts, because then let's say that the soul is real. If you are the sum of the parts, then is any part of you still you after death?
Ship of Theseus shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's some ship of
Theseus.
Well, it kind of gets into like a ship of Theseus idea for sure.
Well, because I mean, that's like if I take a plank off of the ship, is that still part of the ship? Like, or is any given plank on a ship the ship? And I'd say as a whole, yes. But if you're talking about like this specific piece, it's a part of, I don't know.
If I chopped off my arm, that's still my arm that's chopped off.
That's true. I think Sammy wins that one.
Yeah. Well, no, that's kind of interesting because, like, well, that gets into Descartes, who is famous for I think therefore I am. But in another thing that he said if you chop off your foot, you are still you without the foot. The foot is not you.
Yeah, but it's my foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not me. But it's a part of me, and it's still my foot, even though it's not connected to me anymore.
That's the whole Gestalt idea, like especially in psychology, like the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Yeah. And that works for everything. Like when we perceive the world around us, we are filling in information that we don't quite have, and that gives us a fuller image. Whenever you're looking at a human body or any object, like anybody, when you're looking at it, like, yeah, that foot isn't me. If I lose my foot, that foot's not like another Cordell sitting there. However, I have lost a part of my whole.
Yeah.
And so the sum of those parts is a little bit less and now because like I'm missing a piece. Not any less whole on its own right, but not as much more as it was, I guess. Like
yeah.
All of my components, I don't know, like ingredients versus a cake, I suppose. Like you can make a cake without one of the ingredients. It'll just be not as tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also know weird shit about cakes. The box cake industry is kind of bullshitting you all the time.
I'm shitting that cake all the time.
Here. when you buy a box cake, it's like add this, and this, and it's usually water, oil, eggs, right?
Yeah.
They didn't start adding eggs until Betty Crocker said to do it in the 1960s because Betty Crocker got, like, as a corporation, got a lot of money from, like, major egg corporations. Yeah. Like, basically, they did that. They were like, just say you have to put eggs in cakes, and that changed cakes forever. So, like, until the 1960s, you just didn't put eggs in there. That made no goddamn sense.
Big Egg doesn't want you to know this one trick. You can make a cake without egg.
And then Betty Crocker sold it as like eggs are feminine, so when women bake, they need to put eggs in stuff. That
really?
was kind of
the pitch.
What? That was the pitch. Was that like? Yeah. That was the pitch back in the 60s and 70s. Was like, eggs are feminine. And baking is feminine, so they go together.
I guess, like, biological women have eggs? Is that the approach there?
Kind of, like, I think.
Ladies, if you're clucking like a hen, you should use hen eggs, because hens or whatever.
Eggs.
So what happens if you make a cake without eggs?
It's fine. It's just a little more dense.
See, I like
a
the
good way or
airiness
a
a little
bad
bit
way?
more. You know.
But
I
that's
like
also
that.
because now, like in 2023, holy fuck, I forgot what year it was for a
Holy
minute.
I was like,
shit.
Caleb, where are you
you
living right
okay?
now?
You're still in the pandemic, deep in the.
Apparently. No, but now they have made it and
No, if we were in
modified.
2020 right now, we wouldn't be in pandemic yet.
Oh, you're right.
Ah,
we
shit,
like shut
yeah.
down in March.
You're about to
We'd be hearing about it.
Caleb,
Like we'd
you
be like,
gotta
this
stock up
Caleb,
right now.
toilet paper.
On what?
Go buy
Toilet
it all.
paper?
Yeah,
Toilet
buy so
paper,
much that no one else
food.
can have it.
I will say it's if it's also 2020 times, Caleb does not have extra money to be buying such things.
Oh, there.
Oh.
Shit.
Caleb,
Yeah.
get back in the time machine. Come here. Come back to 23.
Okay, I'm getting in. Anyway, but the Betty Crocker, but like
wow.
now,
Well,
But
it is
now-
a time machine.
It is a time machine. I love the little. Brut.
now, like box cakes do need the eggs because they've modified their recipe to where they need them instead.
Goddamn, okay.
So, yeah. But initially, yeah, they did not need the eggs. You can still make it without eggs. It's fine. Just a little bit more dense.
My mom found a recipe to make cookies using brownie mix and whipped cream.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
driving to your mom's house.
They're incredibly rich. No, it's cake mix, not brownie mix, but it's cake mix and whipped cream and chocolate chips, and they are like eat
Why
one or
is that
two
the
cookies.
ultimate Cordell treat in my head?
It's because
Like,
I have
that
a
is-
mouthful of sweet teeth.
Look at them sweet teeth.
They're all rotting out of my skull.
Help. I can't stop.
I can't be freed of the sweets.
But my
Honestly, though,
teeth.
like, you'd think with how much sugar I do eat, I'd have bad teeth, but my teeth are excellent. Like,
It's
I've
like you're-
never had teeth problems.
It's because they're working overtime to keep clean.
Do you think there's some kind of, like, genetic factor that would lead me as a person with naturally strong teeth to enjoy things that might corrode teeth more? Like, do you think there's some kind of, like, survival of the fittest thing there where my body's like, we got strong teeth, we need stronger teeth, eat things that hurt them so they get better? Like, do you think that's possible, or is it a coincidence?
I think it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
I
feel
think
like-
there is genetic disposition to enjoy sweet or savory,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, if there was like evidence over generations of only eating things like that, then
That's
yeah,
fair.
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe I just have an addictive personality and really, really enjoy flavor.
Hey, sweets are delicious, at least in my book. I love them shits.
I
I don't know why
See-
I became British for a second,
No,
there,
the-
but it was
it's the sc-
beautiful.
it's
Say
you know-
yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god, that was perfect.
That was good.
But no, there's I think the way you enjoy sweet, Cordell, is the way I enjoy like bitter flavors.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I love some bitter.
Like what? Name.
Olivia and I went and had Lebanese food this past Saturday, and like tahini bitter, where it's like that, like kind of punchy, or like olives are bitter, have that bitterness to them. Like that's the kind of bitter I chase. I'll go for it.
Oh, go for it.
Hummus
I
has
do
a little
love
bit of.
hummus. I do
Hummus
love hummus.
Is legendary.
I love hummus. It has that little bit of bitterness to it at the end. That's like the
Caleb,
like
tell
it.
me something. Oh, no, you go. You go.
I like bitterness in my food, but
Mhm.
not in my drinks. Like I hate
Oh.
coffee. I can't do coffee.
Oh, I like coffee. Well, I
I
like
love
sweet coffee.
I'm not.
I like
can't.
coffee. If you don't like bitterness, this is a weird fun fact. As you're brewing the coffee, add salt to the grounds. It will cut the
Interesting.
bitterness out.
But not too much salt, or it'll be really bad
Or
coffee.
it'll be salt.
Yeah,
Salt
like my
coffee.
granddad would do this. He would make a 12 cup of coffee thing that they drank on all day, but he would just like take the shaker of salt and like shake some on top before it was like brewing.
I just put a lot of creamer in it. Yummy, yummy.
Delicious.
Caleb, do you like floral flavors or earthy flavors?
Yeah and no. It depends on the floral flavor. I don't enjoy lavender, but I enjoy like rose.
Okay.
I enjoy rose quite a bit, actually, because it has like a more subtle floral flavor than lavender. And especially like rose vanilla is incredible.
What say you, Sammy?
Well, I didn't like florals until I started working at Savoy, a tea shop. And so I really like florals now. We
Okay.
have lavender honey cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, those shit hit. We have a lot of different random like floral teas, of course. One
Yeah.
that I think Caleb would like, honey rose.
Yes. I love a honey rose cookie.
Impeccable. Delicious.
Do you like strong aromatic flavors?
I would say
Like
so.
in
I
like
think
Indian
so.
food.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I like Indian food quite a bit. A lot of Middle Eastern food I really like. Like, we're not far away from like Birmingham, which Birmingham is a surprisingly good food city. Like, holy shit. There's an Israeli restaurant we go to quite a bit. There's a Greek restaurant over there, and now we have this Lebanese place that we really like. And all three of those have like, because they're all like Mediterranean area, it's all very similar, but it's all just different enough to where it's so good. So good.
I just don't like them. But like I love sweet
fair.
because I like sweet and savory and like salty are the three that I really get down on. But I don't really do like floral or too much aromatic stuff. Like for me, it's kind of like the anti-sweet and savory. Like I can't describe them other than like in my mind, like there's like 4 quadrants or whatever, and you probably only like 3 of them. Granted, I don't know the actual like flavor palette junk, whatever, but if it's like salty, sweet, savory, like floral, aromatic, earthy in the other corner, I just don't jive with that corner.
Interesting. Where are you on spicy? Spicy stuff.
I do enjoy spicy a lot. But it depends on what is creating the spicy.
Yeah.
Because there are different ways to accomplish that, you know?
Yeah. There's some that are
Like-
just hot to be hot sake, and those are like,
And I want a flavorful spicy.
yeah, exactly.
What is a spicy dish that you enjoy?
Flamin' hot Cheetos. I'm just kidding.
Yes. I mean, those are good,
I do
honestly,
love
though.
them actually. I enjoy Takis. I'm trying to think of an actual food. This is me stalling.
Just like my first thought process, because I was just thinking about like the spice chart, was like a wing place. So like a mango habanero.
Ooh, yeah.
Those are incredible. I love that. Asian
Yeah.
Zing from Buffalo Wild Wings is
Yeah, like Asian spice is where most of my spice palette comes from, is like, yeah, I
Same,
enjoy like
honestly.
buffalo sauce and things like that. I like hot wings, but I'll probably get a barbecue or a garlic parmesan before I go for anything spicy, because I'm
a
more there
lemon
for the like
pepper boy.
fun and flavor. But like for me, Asian food, turn up the heat. I love
pump
that.
up the jam. Pump it up, you know?
I like a
I
lot
do
of
know.
Asian heat, but I think my like wheelhouse is more the like Central American heat, where it's like
Fair, yeah.
Yeah.
that is very much like
Some good salsa.
some good salsa. I mean, like, I was joking with Olivia one time because I was like, Olivia, I'm really craving something specific for dinner. And she said, oh, what are you craving? And I said, I just really want Mexican food. And her response was, you don't need to say that. I just assume that's a given at all times. Like, that is just something I'm always going to be fiending for. And I think it's because I grew up in Townsville where we have like 5 Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
To be clear, we don't have to say Townsville. We've said the name of the town multiple times on the podcast.
I enjoy
fun.
the Townsville joke.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
like
we don't
making
have to.
No, we have already
No.
like given this location, but
yeah.
I prefer Townsville personally. It feels
Fair.
it feels
just-
less like
Yeah.
you know. It's like if you like I don't know like see me shirtless at a pool, whatever. But I'm not gonna take my shirt off when we're hanging out.
I will.
Sure.
I don't know if that makes any sense. That's what's making it make sense. It's like there was an occasion earlier where I said it, but I no longer am like chilling with that, I guess.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't understand. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's really weird because it's like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like go back and edit out every time we said
No.
Cersei.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say Cersei right now, but I
Yeah.
like Townsville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
like
understand it more
Townsville
as
as a good
bit.
Yeah.
The way you explained it with the shirt is kind of made it more complicated.
Yeah, sometimes I just speak.
Because like just to be clear, it seems like with the shirt thing, you're saying it makes you uncomfortable saying the actual name of the town. Is that the case?
No, I was just
Okay.
going more for like, well, the context shifted and it's a different context
okay,
and less
okay,
of a
okay.
I'm uncomfortable. Like
Okay.
if we're hanging out and you're
Got
like,
you.
Cordell, take off your shirt. I'm like, okay, whatever. But
Okay,
like,
yeah, fair.
but like
Okay.
in general, I'm not going to. Was
Yeah.
more of what I was saying is like the context is different, but I don't mind.
Got you. Okay. I
This
just
has been a
misread that, my
really,
bad.
really good, productive few minutes for us. I
Yeah.
like it.
So Townsville with
Townsville.
has Eros Mi Pueblito. What is
Yes.
that called? Here up in Northwest Arkansas, it's the Steven Special. So like, do you have something over there that's exactly the same?
It is different from restaurant to restaurant here,
Okay.
but at, I think 2 different places it's called Ray's Special.
Ray's
I think is what it
Special, okay.
Ray's, yeah, like but here's the other thing. I am gonna dunk on Tuscaloosa so hard right now, you guys. You guys aren't ready for this fucking dunk coming in.
Dunk on us.
Dunk it.
There's like no good fucking Mexican food except for like this one place that is like the like super authentic place. Other than that, it's all dog shit.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. And the place
It's
isn't
not fun.
open. The place I really like isn't open on Sundays.
That's when you want to go the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you want to go the most.
Yeah. But it's
Sundays
like
are when I'm the most of a foodie.
And
Yeah.
and honestly, like Mexican, it was either Mexican food or Chinese food after church growing
Yeah.
up. Always.
Yeah.
it was always Mexican food. Chinese food was like a Friday night. Dad's feeling lazy and doesn't want to do anything.
For us, our most consistent Sunday lunch was either like Chinese, Mexican, or we need to go get groceries, so we're going to Sam's Club and getting 2 slices of Sam's Club pizza.
Ooh.
Which
Oh.
those
yes, dude.
that really took the sting out of being in Sam's Club for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Yeah. I mean, maybe hour half.
That's like the best. We're probably 2.5. Like we're like
Yeah,
walking
same.
through the book and DVD sections, being like, "Wow, look at all these like off-brand. Wow, look at Kung Pao Bear. Like, wow."
Frozen Age. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, look. Oh wow, look at. I couldn't think of another. I'm sorry, I failed.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Dang it! Dang it!
You're still hot.
Cordell.
You're still hot. And I
Idiot.
love you in my book.
Oh, thank you. I love you, and I am hot as well.
Hot
Just
in
kidding.
your
It's
book.
you. You're hot.
In your
Yeah, you.
book?
Yeah. Oh yeah, in my book, you're all hot. Even you, listener. You sexy beast.
I never went to Sam's Club as a kid. I go to Costco as an adult though, so that's kind of.
Do you know?
And
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, you go.
Well, do you know what I do nowadays?
Huh.
I read reviews and they're really bad, so guess the movie.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Guessing the Movie, where I look at reviews, the low reviews on letterboxd.com.
Like shoddy get low.
Like shoddy get low.
Shoddy get low.
All the way
Apple
to the
bottom
floor.
jeans, boots with the fur.
The whole club was looking at her.
She hit the flow.
She hit the flow.
Next thing you know,
Shoddy got low.
low.
Okay, well,
read
this
the review.
This one is by I Love Anime Girls.
Oh, good.
This is
it's gonna be a
review.
really sexist review. I can feel it.
I feel
Are
it.
you ready? Are you ready?
It's gonna be very not correct.
Of course, the liberals.
Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
there
Want
it
to
is.
promote a movie which shows drugs in a positive light. Rolling
Cocaine
my
Bear.
eyes. Yeah, it's Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, it's Cocaine Bear.
I
for
get
sure.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
I still think the best review I've seen for Cocaine Bear was this guy on TikTok that was like, you know what you don't need to do to watch Cocaine Bear? Read 15 comics from 1970 fucking 8. You know what you don't get after Cocaine Bear? You don't get an article said the ending of Cocaine Bear explained. It's Cocaine Bear. Fucking watch it and you'll enjoy it.
Have either of you seen it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm gonna.
Okay, well, then
I'm
I will
going
just
to watch
say,
Cocaine
Go
Bear.
see it. It's really funny. It's really good. Well, then harsh.
So let me
yeah.
tell you a thing I saw.
Yeah.
So I saw this tweet and someone said the AP wrote a blisteringly negative review of Cocaine Bear that contained this sentence, which makes it sound awesome.
Okay.
Banks and screenwriter Jimmy Warden have created a mashup of Quentin Tarantino bloodfests, Sam Raimi's scare tactics, and the Coen brothers' absurdity. And they thought that was a
my
negative.
perfect movie.
Yeah.
They thought
that's like
that
my
was a
perfect
bad
movie.
thing. They were like, oh, no one wants this.
No one wants that. That is the only thing that isn't accurate in that is it's not as gory as a Tarantino.
Yeah, it was just someone trying to insult it by making comparisons, and that only made me want it more.
Yeah, but other than that, those are accurate and it's amazing. Like that diss is accurate in it being a good thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The only thing that you could add to that list that would make me just fucking come all over the place is if you were like, and a Wes Anderson aesthetic. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking there. I'm fucking there.
No way.
So, no.
Okay. I was about to say no way.
But I did watch. So this last week was like movie week for me.
Wow.
Movie week is always a good week.
Happy movie week to all who celebrate.
Happy movie week. Have you seen Megan?
No, I want to see that one too.
Megan, me and Fielding saw that in the theaters, and then the day after saw Cocaine Bear together with our friend Lydia as well.
Nice.
But we also watched a movie together called We Have a Ghost.
I was gonna watch the new Netflix one, right?
It's a new Netflix show. It's a fucking trip. It's weird.
Well, like reading the description, it's just like, oh man, this kid, his dad puts a video of the ghost in their house on the internet, and I was like, whatever. And then I watched the trailer.
Yeah,
like,
it's David Harbour.
Serious? Are you serious?
I'm sold. I'm in.
He can't speak.
Oh.
But he can apparently do just about anything else.
Yeah, he can touch people when he wants to, but they can't touch him. He goes through
That's my
walls.
tree.
He has a bowling shirt that says Ernest, so they call him Ernest.
There's a government agency trying to capture him.
Yeah, kinda. It's
Like that's what
not
the
even
trailer
kinda,
had
it
it
is,
look
yeah.
like.
They make this like weird Tron looking box that can keep a ghost inside. It's so weird. It's so weird. Are you okay if I spoil that movie, or do you want to see
Oh,
it?
I do want to watch it,
Okay.
but
You can
we can-
spoil it for me. Cordell can take off his headphones and you can spoil it for me, and then we
Yeah.
can give him a thumbs up when it's time again.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in. Let me actually, you know what? I can just like deafen myself rather than take my headphones
Oh
off.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So he died, right? Like it's
Yeah.
a Goofy movie kind of the whole time, not like the Disney Goofy movie, but you know.
Oh shit! Is it like
I
more like
wish.
an extremely goofy movie?
Yeah.
Did they go to college?
So why he died was so he has these friends that the Ernest is not him. The Ernest is another guy.
Oh.
So he goes, they find out the kids are helping out. They go on this road trip with a ghost, which is great. They find out that the reason this dude is dead, Randy is David Harbour's character. Randy died because he just had a kid with his wife. His wife died in childbirth. The wife's sister and her husband wanted to raise the kid. So they killed Randy so they could raise their kid.
That's so wild.
It is so depressing and so out of left field of like, oh, okay. But they meet up at the end. Junebug and David Harbour like hug, and then he goes to heaven.
I'm glad he goes to Judeo-Christian heaven.
Yeah, and they kill the guy that murdered him.
Oh, that's legit.
Well,
I like
he
that.
fell out of a window and he died. He was old. But
Yeah.
because he was trying to kill the kids, he brought a fucking desert eagle and was killing people, trying to kill the kids. This is also like a black family, so it's this very awkward, terrible scene of a old white man busting in this black family's house. Yeah, but okay, Cordell, come back.
They came all over.
They
David
came
Harbour came everywhere. Oh my
Ectoplasm
gosh.
is come.
Oh,
We confirmed it.
finally. The
It's
full
answer to
circle.
all my questions.
Ectoplasm is come. The only thing I said that wasn't spoilers that will make you want to see the movie even more is they go on a ghost road trip.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost trip.
I love a good road trip story, and so many of them are bad, but once you get a good one,
Once you get a ghost involved,
get a ghost in. You know me, I am one of the biggest proponents of put more ghosts in things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that guy. I just want more ghosts up in this.
That's part of the reason I added so many ghosts to our show.
And I love you for that, because I get scared all the time now, and what a thrill.
Yeah, like there's one right behind you.
Ah!
You guys want to know about this is dealing with ghosts. One of my favorite bad shows that got canceled before it even went to air, but you can still find the pilot on YouTube.
Space
It was
Coast.
air,
I'm just kidding.
it was no Space Ghost Coast to Coast is too good.
It's too good.
Too good. No, it is I can't remember the name of the show.
Oh, that's
Fuck,
good.
I'm
Thank
forgetting.
you. That's helpful.
But it is Eric Idle playing a posh British ghost haunting a house with a black family in it. And it was made in the 70s. So it is exactly as bad as you think it is.
Say the actor again.
Eric Idle from
Like
Monty
LE or
Python fame.
OL?
Yeah.
LE. Eric Idle Ghost Show. Nearly Departed. That's what it's called.
Nearly Departed. Okay.
Nearly Departed. Sorry. It was the 80s. It was 1989. And what? I misremembered a lot. It was originally supposed to be a black family, but then they changed it to a white family. That's what it was. Like the original script had it as a black family, and then Eric Idle was like, that's not gonna play very well with a posh British dude haunting a black family.
Yeah.
That just seems like it opens up for too many jokes that are not great.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah. But yeah, I love learning about shows that were canceled before they went to air. Like one of my favorites is a show where it is Hitler in a 1970s sitcom called Heil Honey I'm Home.
Oh, why would you do that?
It filmed 6 episodes and then never went to air. Anyway, yeah, that's
I'm trying. What's the spooky movie? Is it Garth Marenghi?
Garth Marenghi, yeah.
Garth Marenghi.
Yeah.
Do you know about Garth Marenghi?
Garth Marenghi's
I'm
Dark
doing
Place.
I'm doing a Google.
Marenghi is Marenghi.
This is a
Okay.
character.
What on earth?
Yeah, this guy is a character from Matthew Holness, who's an English comedian. And it was originally created with Richard Ayoade.
Yeah,
But,
and Matt Berry.
And Matt Berry. But Richard and Matt, I didn't realize this, were both writers for the show because they had Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, which was this horror writer character who would always come in at the beginning of each episode and be like, "Hi, I'm Garth Marenghi, and welcome to my dark place. This is a hospital." It's like he plays this character on a TV show. The author plays a character on his own TV show at a hospital where he's like a spiritual detective, but also a doctor.
Okay.
So it's super meta. It's a joke within a joke within a joke. But it's so funny, and it's like, and Matthew Berry. I just love talking like Matthew Berry. Is that his name? Did I say his name right? Yeah.
Matt Berry,
Matt Berry. But it's full of ghosts. I'm having a hard time even thinking of anything because it's very, I think you should leave. It's very random and weird and crazy.
What I love about television that movies, it doesn't happen with movies as often, is you get these random, super short run shows that like 4 people you've ever met have heard of. And they live in your head, even if like you've never seen the whole length, but you saw like one episode or a chunk of an episode one time, and it's in your head forever now. And nobody else remembers it.
Yes.
Like, do y'all remember the Class of 3000?
Yes.
What?
Class of 3000 sing. Na 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 na
Caleb,
na. You would love it.
Class of 3000 was an animated musical TV show made by Andre 3000 for Cartoon Network.
It was really good. It was a super.
It was
short
really
run,
good.
That
28
sounds
episodes.
like right up my alley.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic.
What?
Yep.
How have I not seen this?
Or like, did any of you watch Shaolin Showdown?
Ooh, so
yes,
good.
I've been trying to find that on DVD for years.
Ooh, that's wow. Did they even make Did they even make DVDs of it?
I've not found any.
Damn. I mean,
so like, yeah, things like that, or like, I don't know. It's just that's the mystery. The beauty of TV is it's like so many things you like see a little snippet of and you never catch again. Especially back before streaming services. Like now it's a lot harder for a show to like not get seen by at least some people. Or you could be like, oh, it's on HBO, go snag it. But like growing up, I could watch one episode of a show that then never got reran again on that channel, and no one I knew had ever seen it, and might not even remember what channel it was on. Like, just
Dude.
you get stuck in this like weird liminal space of like, I don't know if this was a real thing that happened to me.
Do you guys remember Jetix?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, the whole channel.
Jetix was like a Disney. I think it was
Yeah.
Disney. It was like on
Oh,
the Disney
It was
Channel.
before like Disney Teen or
XD.
whatever.
It's what,
XD,
yeah,
that's it.
it's what got turned into Disney XD. But
Yes.
there was like a ton of shows on there that people like. I always bring up like Get Ed. You got
Yep.
Chaotix. You got
Yep.
Yin Yang Yo. I think is the two rabbits.
Yeah, the rabbits.
Do you remember
guys
Dragon
remember-
Rider?
I remember Dragon Rider. Do you remember oh god.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Yes.
Is that actually what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
that
actually what I
show-
was thinking.
That show was incredible. Super
They
Robot
also
Monkey
ran
Team
like
Hyperforce
3
Go.
Power Rangers seasons, and they
Oh,
were some of
yeah.
my favorites. Dino Thunder was the best one ever, and Jetix ran that one.
Yes.
I really liked the Wild Force when they were all
Yeah.
like animals.
I have that on DVD in my apartment right now. It is
right
way
now?
cheesier than you remember.
Okay, I mean fair.
So
Okay,
I
fair.
want to like see if you guys remember this, because this was like one of those things that it was on Adult Swim at like 3 a.m.
Okay.
kind of thing. It was Thumb Wars, the Phantom Cuticle.
No. I
No.
do not know this.
There was Steve Odekirk was the guy
Oh my
that did
God,
this.
Of course.
And he had a whole series of thumb-based movies where it was
I
hit.
think I've seen these advertised. I've never watched them.
So I have seen a lot of them. Here are some of the ones I can remember: the God Thumb, Franken Thumb, the Blair Thumb, which is like Blair Witch Tribe.
They didn't
or
even try to
Blair
add a
Witch.
project in there. It was just the Blair Thumb, not the Blair Thumb Project.
No, just the Blair Thumb.
Or the
Bat
Thumb Witch
Thumb,
Project.
Bat Thumb.
Bad Thumb.
There was also Thumbtanic.
Oh, wow.
There were a lot of these, and I would only see them because I had a friend that his parents didn't really care what they watched on TV. So when I went to his house, we would just watch Cartoon Network at night, fall asleep, leave the TV on, wake up, boom, there we go. We're watching Thumb Wars, the Phantom Cuticle.
Dude, oh my God. That is like have you
That is an experience kids will never get
yeah.
again.
For real. Have you seen
Yeah.
Xander Renegade Angel?
Yes.
I've not.
That is just that
Or-
one is like you did a lot of acid and made a TV show.
Yeah.
Or
Or-
there's the classic, like, fall asleep watching cartoon, like Nickelodeon. I think, no, it was Nickelodeon. Fall asleep watching Nickelodeon, wake up to George Lopez at like
Yes.
11 at night.
With the
Like-
fucking song.
Oh,
My
Wow.
friends.
Rider.
Like, there are, and here's the thing, streaming is infinitely better than having to channel surf. However, some of the experiences that I got because of channel surfing, I feel like those are just lost now forever. Like, what's the equivalent? Is it like finding weird YouTube rabbit holes to go down?
I think the
think
equivalent of
so.
channel surfing is TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah,
closest
kinda.
equivalent we have.
but
Where
like
it's just like you get a small snippet of something, and then I don't know, you may never find
That's
it
fair.
again. Who knows?
I could see that one, but it's
Yeah.
like you don't like fall asleep with TikTok and wake up and find like the weirdest TikTok you ever saw that you can never find again. You know?
I think
That's true.
The like falling asleep thing, I feel like is a podcast. Because like sometimes you can just put on a podcast and maybe Spotify will like you'll fall asleep to the podcast and maybe Spotify will get you on a different one while you're asleep,
Yeah.
and then you wake up and you're like, why am I listening to this like porn review podcast? I
Yeah.
was listening to a guy reading
My
a
brother-
bedtime story.
My dad wrote a porno.
Yeah, like exactly.
My dad wrote a porno is incredible.
You know, I don't know what all to think is the equivalent. I think what we can all say definitively, though, is that kids these days have it too easy and have no work ethic, and nobody wants to work anymore. And my life experiences are definably and provably better, and the world is really going downhill.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I've been
Yeah.
thinking that for a little while now. You know, like they do things different than I did, and that means they're bad. So I think we can agree on that.
I agree.
Okay, good.
I was going to say the one movie that I think all three of us have seen that is one of the ultimate, I fell asleep and I woke up to this on Adult Swim, is Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Oh, I just seeked that out. Sucked that
Yeah.
out
Oh,
and just watched it.
I still have it on VHS. This movie is insane. And I love it so much.
I have not seen this film.
Oh my
What?
God.
It's so it is yet again Steve Odekirk, who is just kind of a weird comedic genius. Got permission and rights to dub over like a old like kung fu movie.
Tiger and Crane Fists.
Yes. And basically got permission to dub over it, and it is just kind of it. There, some of the parts did not age very well, but a lot of it like is actually really good. Honestly,
Speaking
it's very funny.
of not aging very well, but still good, I started watching The Venture Bros.
Ooh, okay.
Because I've heard about like, oh yeah, The Venture Bros is like really influential to like modern adult animation. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, let me look. And like within like the first like 30 seconds of the first episode was a really, really, really racist Asian accent. And I was like, well, here we go. But like the rest of the episode really wasn't that bad. Because it was only like 03, which spooky enough was 20 years ago. Yeah. But like, I think I'm really enjoying it. I also watched The Smiling Friends. I watched the first
Smiling
season of
Friends
that,
is so good.
which is so good.
It's so funny.
So funny. I still think one of my favorite things. I think I sent a clip of this to Sammy on TikTok once, but it's one of the guys from Smiling Friends. I can't remember. Goes to hell.
Yep.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, and just it's like, if you bother me one more time, I'm gonna punch you in the dick.
So what happens is he's like in hell, and the demon's like, "This is your personal entertainment," and it's this guy, and I'm gonna back away from the mic. This weird little stringy arm dude goes like in his
Like,
face, and he
yeah.
goes, "Dude, yeah." He's like waving his hands there, and he goes, "Dude, don't do that again. I'm gonna punch you." And then later on, near the end of the episode, the dude shows up and does it. He punches him, and the guy goes, "Ugh, oh, oh," and he's like, "Man, I said I was gonna do that. I told you not to do
I warned
that.
you I was gonna
Like
do
I
that.
warned you. I warned you not to do that."
Right before he walks in on the devil,
Yeah.
playing CS:GO, and
Yeah.
in a pile of his own filth and Uber Eats orders.
Yeah. And then
Great
I let
show.
that episode ends so funny because he's like, "If I can make you happy, then you get to send me back to Earth." And the devil's like, "I'm gonna torture you." And he goes, "Wait, this made me happy." And he's like, "Send me back." And he's like, "No." And then God shows up, and he's voiced by
Gilbert
it's,
Gottfried, right?
Gilbert Godfrey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gilbert Godfrey voices God, and God rescues him from hell and flies him back to Earth. And then the story ends with like a book closing and a grandpa talking to his grandson. And he's like, "Yes, son, heaven and hell are real. Provably, Christians were right the whole time." And he goes, and then it just ends.
That's like Olivia's maid of honor at her wedding. The first time we met, after we talked for a bit, said, and I quote, "You feel like you would have written for Smiling Friends. Like
Oh,
that's
that's
just
a
your
good
vibe."
one.
And I was like, that's the best compliment I could have received.
I
That's a huge
would
compliment.
love it if the three of us could get some time and funds and make an animation show.
I feel
I
like
would love
we
to do
could
that.
do. I feel like
We find
we'd
an
be
animator.
good.
Or
Got
we
it.
draw it.
I'm not good at drawing.
That's why it's going to be
Um,
good. That's why it's going to be good.
Now I just want to do voices in it, and
Yeah.
also write it.
We should
Yeah.
write and voice our own weird animation.
I'm
I
very
feel
down.
like we could do a Smiling Friend style of animation where it's very like simplistic looking drawings, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that animation has animated things have provided the perfect outlet for like that weird adult humor that you can't do live action. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit.
And it's like, you can tell that it's the people who grew up watching like Flapjack and Chowder are making their own shows because they pull a lot of those same hyper realistic moments and styles. Like you can tell it's the same people that grew up on that stuff being like, it's my turn and it's
Yeah.
going to get weirder.
I did want to bring this up. I'm bringing this
No.
up. So you're
No.
talking about things. Well, I'm going to do it anyway, Court.
No.
Well, so talking about things that people don't know about or like would nostalgia for. I
Yeah.
have been trying to find this fucking website for at least 10 years and I can't find it. I've asked people on Reddit. I've asked everybody. So I'm at least putting it out there now, and maybe we can have a whole episode, documentary style, finding this shit. But there was this website where you would like build.
Pornhub?
I love you. But no.
Ex hamster.
There was this whole website where you would build like a superhero, and they had like mini games. And there was the enemy was like this goat guy. It was literally this goat. He was called the goat, and he wore a hood. And like the main dude was this really smooth looking guy. There's a few different games that I remember. There's a superhero that was like a fart captain, like Captain Flatulence or something. And there was this whole mini game. The whole point of the website is you would play mini games to get points, to get coins, to buy stuff and become the superhero you wanted to, right? I really wanted this elephant head. That's the main thing I remember. But yeah, Captain Flatulence, you would run across rooftops and use your flatulence to like get to more rooftops and keep running. There was a coin flipping game where you could double down and like get those coins faster. Thank you. I'm glad you fucking remember this because I
don't
have talked to my own siblings who played it with me and they don't even remember. I think it was like Uber something, but
Sammy, I'm pretty sure this is just Pornhub.
it's not. But thanks for playing.
Well, we should all, just to be safe, watch through a lot of Pornhub.
Honestly,
just to make sure,
I
like
think
as a
that's the
group,
best
the
idea.
three of us
Together.
sit down, autoplay
That's right.
some Pornhub videos, maybe
And-
2 times speed because we're here for business, not pleasure.
You know.
We
And
gotta
the thing on Pornhub that we can watch.
Well, before you say that, if any of our listeners know what this is, please send us emails or anything about it. I know our listener base is small as of now, but I will continue to bring this up because I need to know.
It's small, but it's chronically online. Let's be
That's
honest.
true. We have every one of our small listener base is worth 15 people who don't get on the internet much.
Honestly. But yeah, what do we listen to?
No, wait. I want to share a lost memory. Maybe anyone's heard of this. If you've heard of this game, it's called David versus Goliath. It was a like this is ridiculous. You're playing as like David from the Bible fighting Goliath, but Goliath is like a really big robot dude, and like it is robots that he's sitting to fight you, and you're throwing stuff at them, and you can like collect power-ups and occasionally like buy items. And I remember the best power-up set you could get in the game was if you on the course, because it would like keep scrolling upward and you just went side to side and shot at enemies basically. The best power-up set you could get in the game was the ninja suit.
Was that it?
Yes,
Was that
that's it. That's David versus Goliath.
it? So it looks like it came out 2004.
Yes,
It was a computer game.
yes, because the best power up you could get was the ninja outfit. If you got the shoes, the gloves, and like the everything, you got like super strong, and you looked like a cool ninja. And then the final boss was like killing robot Goliath.
That's so cool. Kill robot Goliath.
Here,
Yeah, straight up.
My lost memory that I want to find is Good Times with My Father. Anyway,
Fuck. Okay, same.
the thing to watch on Pornhub is Halo 2 sniping compilations. It's very fun to watch. It's a good time.
Oh.
And it's fun. But speaking of Halo 2, another game is Guitar Hero 3, which had the song Psychobilly Freak Out.
Psychobilly Freak Out.
Did it?
Yeah, it was like that's how I found the song originally back when I was like 7 or something. I don't know. But yeah, Psychobilly Freak Out. We're very thankful to the Reverend Horton Heat for letting us use that song as our opening and closing music. It's off the album Smoke 'em If You Got 'em, and you should smoke them if you got them.
Hey, I smoke them when I got them. Also, you can rate and review us on like whatever podcatcher you're listening to us on. Also, if you could follow us on Spotify, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Pornhub, Xtube.
X-Hamster.
We know the names of
X-Hamster.
these better than our own
Grandmothers. I'm gonna go watch that sketch after this.
I also have information for the people. If you have seen this dog, this one right here, can you please call 555-555-5555?
Don't forget the 5.
And another 5 there. So, if you have done that, then email us and tell us about it and get your free complimentary ghost. You can do that at junkhousemmailbox@gmail.com. I don't think we have anything new in the email chamber this week, so I'm going to make one up. And it's, oh, wow, it's me, Cordell. Love the show. I farted. Goodbye.
A live email? Wow.
Also, to clarify, I've reworked the numbers on how you could get a ghost because we've been getting it's getting a lot to keep up with these ghosts. Originally, it was 5% chance you get a ghost and 5% of that 5% that you get a horny ghost. I'm officially upping it to 50% chance you get a ghost.
Coin flip. Easy.
But 5% total, like not 5% of the 50. Just 5% chance that you get a horny ghost.
Okay, well, Fielding's been apparently rolling a dice every time they send in an email. So we'll see how many more ghosts they get.
And also, like, we have a limited supply of ghosts. So if you want to help us out, after sending an email, commit a murder. Kill a person or two.
Come on now, we got a limited time ghost. Limited time ghost. We got a short ghost. We got a tall ghost. We got a limited time ghost. Come on down. We only got 150 of them. 150. You can make some more with that murder. That would help us out a lot.
This is Junk House, and we are telling you to commit murder every time you send us an email.
But only for a ghost.
This is not a joke.
Speaking of which, guys, I'm gonna need to wrap up the show because I do need to go make more ghosts. So if one of you guys can say the thing. If one of you guys can just say the thing, I'll go.
And as we say every week.
Why does making more ghosts sound a lot like a euphemism for jerking it?
Get down! Stay down!
Yeah, that's jerking it for sure.
Well, that's beating up the penis. Okay, bye!